So on Wednesday, the 26th, December 26th, at around 7 o'clock, despite everyone telling them not to do it, WNS decided to drop a nuke on Jade Cove.
To be honest, I find it absolutely hilarious, to be completely frank. No, just all the hashtags from it. So hashtag not my nuke, hashtag what is it? Hashtag Jade Lives Matter. Jade Cove Lives Matter. So and all that stuff. No, it became a meme. For like I think 2 or 3 minutes, people were just spamming F in the chat box. So F to pay respect to Jade Cove. It's hilarious. No, what is it? There's this other clan that's named the Warden Navy, essentially WN, and the outrage that went to WNS, Warden North Star, was so high that WN, being so closely associated with them just simply because of the fact that they were off one letter, were getting hatred from people even though they had nothing to do with it. The point where they had to change their clan name to W Navy, so they couldn't keep WN, so they could not keep that association with Warden North Star, WNS. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's a waste of a nuke. So everyone was talking about nuking one of the home regions, but no, they decided to nuke Jade Cove, something that could have been taken back in probably like a day or something. So let me just give you my opinions on this. I think it's hilarious, I think it's funny, but I also, as for the Warden side, I feel that it is a giant waste. We had control of 3 nuclear weapons. We could have used them to hit a retaliatory strike for what happened in Spade, with the same objective goal in mind, and then hitting 2 other victory points in Heartland so we wouldn't have to go there again. Instead, we wasted 1 on Jade Cove. I honestly think the action was stupid, absolutely irresponsible, and I absolutely condemn WNS so as heretics to the Warden cause so as traitors, because to be honest, so they probably did more damage to us than they did to the Colonials. The outrage demoralized most of our forces, basically. No, and it wasn't the nuke itself as well, so the fact that they apparently also went to Jade Cove itself in the middle of a siege conducted by the Colonials or so, while the Wardens were trying to defend Jade Cove. They pulled weapons and resources out of the town hall, leaving the defenders with nothing to actually fight with. So not only did they are probably directly the cause of Jade Cove, because not only did they pull weapons from the town hall, but also they bellyached for hours about how they were going to nuke the town. So no one wanted to go to Jade Cove for fear of getting hit by our own nuke. So they not only cut off Jade from all support it could possibly get because no one wanted to be in Jade Cove, but they also diminished the supplies and weapons that the Jade Cove defenders had, which is, these are just 3 strikes right here. So they have essentially basically given the town to the Colonials. Their justification that they were denying the town to the Colonials, that the Colonials were going to stampede it, it's really flawed when they're doing everything possible to let the Colonials have the town, which is absolutely insane. In fact, I had a battle tank crew in there. We had 2 or 3 battle tanks standing by ready to help out Jade Cove, but none of us could physically go to Jade Cove because of the threat that it was going to be nuked by our own guys, essentially. So we had to watch as Jade Cove slowly fell to the Colonials because we didn't want to get nuked. there was really nothing we could do, essentially. Our hands were tied. If we were to go to Jade Cove and then lose our battle tanks or so, one that I had personally made, essentially, after grinding for like 7 hours, basically, getting components, getting tech parts and whatnot, I would have literally went over and, well, no, they will, I mean, everyone hates WNS, and while I was iffy at it this morning, just going to this video makes me hate them a lot for what they've done. They've essentially wasted a nuke. They've demoralized the entire Warden army. It's pretty bad, but we're still hanging in there. The Wardens are still hanging in there. We are, we're holding on all fronts and plans are being drawn, but no, I fully condemn WNS as traitors to the Warden cause. I want them to be stripped of being able to be a part of any joint operations, to be stripped of being able to ever launch a nuke again, or to even be a part of any nuclear operations, essentially. For them to be shunned and cast away, essentially. Give them to the Colonials. They are an absolute... They are the biggest traitors, in my opinion. So we've had spies in the past. We've had people who've gone in and tried to steal our weapons and give them to the Colonials, but they have wasted huge amounts of time, effort, and material on the Warden's part or so, and they have, at the biggest part, the biggest thing of the day, they have hit the heart of the Warden cause, which is absolutely unforgivable. I cannot forgive them for what they've done. They have the damage they've caused or so. If we were to lose the war because of their actions, because they just completely, because I feel absolutely betrayed. So while Warden Cove itself is insignificant or so in the grand scheme of things, as it was a victory point, it lowers the victory points that are allowed to count towards the victory objective. Jade Cove was also, of all the cities made for this patch, or the giant update that came out on the 12th. So Jade Cove was my favorite one, and now there was no point in fighting there at all. The town hall, the safe house, all the structures have all been destroyed, essentially. I don't even think the radio tower, the mines can even be used. So that area is just a giant flanking zone. I mean, we still have Apollo's Landing, but for all intents and purposes, there's just no reason to go to Jade's Cove now. It's ridiculous what happened, and I really feel that WNS needs to be brought to justice for this. And no, I've even, before I had to go to work today, I went into the server trying to find an explanation from WNS on this. I couldn't find anyone there, but I found the person who was responsible for it. It is a guy by the name of Cerberus. Or Cerberus, there we go. He is the one that apparently pushed the button, or so. He's the one who launched the nuke, apparently, according to one source. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't spoken to Cerberus, but apparently he's the one who destroyed Jade Cove and wasted an invaluable, basically an invaluable weapon, essentially, on basically nothing. He is responsible for this, apparently. Now, I don't know if the story I was told was true. I talked to another WNS member about this, but if this is the case, Cerberus needs to be held accountable to the highest form of... This is a game. What am I talking about? But I really do feel like this overall was a waste. It was a colossal waste of time and resources. And really, WNS has to be held accountable for everything they've done here, essentially. Anywho, that's my thoughts about it. Let me know what you think, and you don't need to like or comment my videos, so I appreciate what you do. But if you must comment, put an F in the comment section for respect for Jade Cove. May it forever be in our memory.